Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, I want to go over how to prepare for future jailbreaks for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 console. The very first thing that I recommend for you guys to do while System Software 12.50 is for the PlayStation 4 and for the PS5 it's 11.40 is to create a Japanese account on your console, and then from there what you want to do is go onto the PSN store of your Japanese account, download 2 of the Lua demos, and then at that point you need to decide if you are going to keep your console offline for a future jailbreak. As you guys can see in the background, I'm on my PlayStation 4. I'm going to create a new user so that I can create a Japanese account. The process is the same for PlayStation 5 and it's fairly simple, fairly easy. As you guys can see in the background, I'm going to select create an account, and then at that point, once the screen loads, I'm going to change the country or region to Japan, and then after that all of the language will change, but you will know what's going on as far as what to put in the correct fields. So I'm going to select Japan, and then once I select this, then you're going to scroll to the very bottom and you're going to just put in your birthday. Now make sure that you select a birthday that you are going to remember, because if you happen to lock your account, this will be necessary to unlock it. So I'm going to put in something that I can remember, and then I'm going to hit next. Now at this point here, it's going to ask you to put in your zip code. Just simply put it 1 and 6 zeros, and then everything else should change to OK. And you're just simply going to scroll to the bottom and hit next. And then after that, it's going to ask you for your email address. Now your email is your top part, and the other 2 fields below it is your password. I highly recommend that you guys put in an email address and a password that you are going to remember, so that if you happen to once again need to verify the account or reset your password, it's something that you are actually going to use. As you guys can see in the background, I'm filling out mine right now, and then at this point, once this is done and you hit next, make sure that you have your email open, because it should send an email to verify the account before you gain access to PSN. So I'm almost done filling out everything. It should only take a couple of more seconds, and then I should be good to go. I also highly recommend for you guys to save your sign-in information to your console, so that if you happen to still be on the latest system software, you guys can sign back into your console with no problem, and you literally just can go onto the PSN store for the Japan account with no issues. Once your email and password is ready, you are simply just going to hit next at the bottom. It should take you to the screen for you guys to select your avatar. You can pick anyone you want. I'm simply just going to select Spider-Man, and I'm going to hit next. And then at that point, it should ask you to create your PSN ID. For your PSN ID, you can put in something fairly simple and fairly easy to remember. You don't have to put in anything that's too long, because everything is going to be saved to your console, and you just want to make it easy access so that if you happen to need to go onto your Japanese account, it's very simple to remember all of the information. As you guys can see in the background, once I select my ID, the 2 fields below it, you can put in anything you want, and then you can simply just press next, and it should take you to the screen to show you guys all of your PSN settings for that profile, and then it should ask you to confirm the user and agreement, and then at that point you should see your profile with a check, and then you need to go on your email to verify the account, and then you're pretty much good to go as far as the setup. You're like 95% done, and then from there you need to sign into the account one time, and you're going to save all of your credentials to your actual PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, and then you should have access to PSN, and then you're good to go. At that point, we are going to then go and download the Lua games, which are demos, to our console for future jailbreaks. As you guys can see in the background, once you completely set up your account, you should get this welcome to PS4, PS5 message, followed by your PlayStation ID name, and then once you hit OK, you should get the message here to verify your account, and then you're going to go on computer and make sure you verify, and then at that point you're going to hit next, and then you'll get another message telling you that everything pertaining to your account will be saved to your console, and you can manage everything in the account management. And then at that point, you are good to go. It should automatically sign you into the PlayStation Network. And then from here, you can simply go down and download the necessary Lua games that are demo to your account. Now, as you guys can see in the background, once I get on the PlayStation Store, one of them, which is Hamidashi Creative, is already there for me to select. I'm just going to select this, download it, and then the next game that I'm going to do while this is downloading in the background is to go and download IxSHE. And then that's pretty much it. Once you download these two Lua games, then I would advise you guys to go and then play either one and make a save. And then at that point, once you make your save, you are going to go into your save data management and try to copy the save to a USB device just to make sure that you can copy saves on your Japanese account. Once that's done, you pretty much are 100% done. You completed the process. You have the demos that you need to do future jailbreaks. You have access to your save data management on that console so that you guys can remove the save when you need to modify it. And that is pretty much it. If you do all of these things, you should be pretty much good to go for future jailbreaks when it happens. And then at that point, that's all you need to do is simply be patient and wait for a system software that is jailbreakable for you guys to utilize. Other than that, that's pretty much it to this video. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, leave a comment on the video and I will hit you guys back shortly. But as always, I thank you guys for watching my video, supporting my channel, and I will get up with you guys later. Peace.